Hello, everyone, and happy Monday, the 31st of March 2025. I hope that you are all well. Can't quite believe that it's the end of March and it's a new month starting tomorrow. Almond Jennings here, your spiritual guide and divorce empowerment coach, coming in with the energy forecast for this week. So that's the to let you know basically what the energies are going to be like this week so that you can navigate them and understand maybe why you're feeling a certain way or why certain things might be happening. So this week feels a little bit quieter at the beginning. A lot has gone on, hasn't it? We've had the equinox, we've had the new moon eclipse in Aries. In the UK, the clocks have gone forward. Um, it's all happening. And it does feel like April is a bit of a new start, like we're going to want to do things differently. So, everything that's happened leading up to this point has shown us where maybe we need to make the changes in our lives. And now it's time to take the action so that we can um, make those changes. Because if you stay the same, nothing will change, right? And of course, you're not the same, but if you don't take the action, you're not going to get anywhere. We can't just dream it all up, unfortunately. It would be nice if we could just wave a magic wand. So, some of you may be feeling tired at the beginning of this week because there has been a lot going on energetically. Um, Maybe some of you might feel like, yes, I've got all these ideas and I want to start, but I don't know what to do, or not you don't know what to do, but you don't feel like you've got the energy maybe to get started. And that could just be because we still have some planets that are retrograde. So Mercury is retrograde till next week, the 7th, I think. And then there's another one that's retrograde. Is it Venus? Um, and that's retrograde for a little while as well. So it could be that. Or it could just be that you need some time to rest and integrate these new energies. Um, Neptune is also has moved into Aries now, first time in 164 years, and it's it's balancing, as I've said before, your intuition with taking the action. Aries wants you to get on with it, right? And Neptune is kind of dreamy, intuitive, so it's balancing the two. I feel like we're moving into a phase in April of bringing what we've learned, not just over the last few months, but generally, and taking it out into the real world. So, for those of us that are in kind of spiritual jobs, if you like, or businesses, that's great. We're doing the work, we're helping people, but I also feel that some of us may well be called to taking our work into places that might not necessarily be as spiritual as us. So, in other words, helping on a more practical level. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to go in and, you know, um, go into these places and expect them to understand where you're coming from. It's all about, helping them see things from a different point of view. Maybe, but that is just how I'm feeling about it, that we're bringing a lot of what we've learned on this higher timeline, this higher energy frequency, and it's necessary to, for some of us, not all of us, to maybe go back into places and situations which are maybe what you might call more 3D, more third dimensional, and place our light there, you know? Anyway, let's see. But this week is good for, it's good for those aha moments. It's good for moving forwards, especially more towards the end of the week, because that's when it feels like we've got a bit more energy, some of us. This real urge to do things differently now. Like you've really learned that doing things the way you were doing them may not have been working for you. So the only thing to do now is to do those things differently. We've also got a beautiful day on Friday, the 4/4 portal, which is a great day for connecting with your angelic team as well. So all in all, it's an amazing week actually, or it should be. April promises to give us more of a clue. No, April is about taking aligned action, so we're going to call it Alignment April, something like that, because it really wants us now to walk our talk. So let me just bring in my guides and see if there's anything else for them to share. Right, hello everyone. Yes, so it's quite a week, as Owen said, of integration. So it's a bit of a softer energy this week, at the beginning for sure, where you are just going, wow, that was a lot to take energetically, and I'm just going to let that land. I'm just going to let that sink in. And that might mean you need to rest a bit more. That might mean that you're going to start taking small action steps towards the changes that you wish to make. Not every one of you will be tired, and it may well be that you're ready to go right now, which is also perfect. Take notice of any signs or synchronicities coming in this week. You know, being human is all about getting in your own way sometimes, isn't it? So you may know what you want to change, and you may want to really make those changes, but you know, your old self, your old habits get in the way. So just knowing that that is just your old self getting in the way, and that it's just your ego trying to hold you back, and really trying to stay now with this new timeline of creation if you can. Okay. Be brave, be bold, take the big steps forward. There's nothing stopping you now, really, apart from yourself. Okay. Yes, watch out for signs and synchronicities. You've got big help now with Neptune being in Aries, so your intuition can be used in a very practical way, and you can balance it with taking those aligned action steps. Then on Friday, it's a beautiful day, 4/4 portal, which is all about connecting with your angels, your angelic team. They're here to support you, so maybe take some time out that day to do just that. Sit in connection and gratitude with your angels. Notice again any signs of synchronicities coming in with them as well. There is a feeling that you may, certainly by the end of the week, be taking more action. And that's great, okay, because April is all about going for it, basically, but not necessarily, you know, going for it slowly, just going for it. You've been waiting for this, a lot of you, and all the planets are now starting to support you. It won't be long before there won't be any retrograde planets for a little while. So just take notice of that. You're still in the energies of that new moon eclipse. So be gentle with yourself, but also use the time to plan some action taking. Okay, we think you're getting the drift by now. You may also notice sometimes when you're trying to change things, you may also notice, you know, that habit or behavior pattern that you're trying to change, you know, banging on your door again. And again, that's part of what we've just said, the old you trying to sabotage yourself. Just be aware of it, thank it, but you don't want to hold on to that anymore. You're not heading that way, all right? Yeah, so it's time now, as Olwen said, to walk your talk. And as Olwen said, there may well be a calling within some of you to take your work into other places, maybe places that you wouldn't necessarily think would be accepting of what you have to offer, but actually it's needed. It's like boots on the ground, really needed. What you're doing, you know, whatever you're doing, if you've got a spiritual business, you will be making a difference. But maybe there's another way of using your wisdom and your enlightenment to help others who aren't quite there yet, who need that helping hand. Yeah, that's what we mean. There's plenty of institutions in your world that are outdated, that need, the light. So maybe it's something like that. But not to worry, if that's not your calling, that's all right too. Just go with that intuition, go with taking the action that matches that intuition, and you cannot go wrong. All right, so we wish you a wonderfully productive, action taking week. Bye for now. Okay, so I hope that made sense. Interesting, in the card that I drew from my deck, the Empowered Woman Rises is receiving. So, we are receiving right now. We are receiving our worth. And it's about time. We're receiving support like never before. So open your arms out wide and take it all in, okay? Because that will really support you this week. If you need any further support or clarity, or maybe you've got all these ideas, you're not sure what to do with them, then I'm here to help. I can, offer you individual sessions with me and my guides where we can really bring clarity to you, and we can clear anything energetically that might be holding you back. There's various ways in which I can do that with you, either just through the pure channeling or through the Akashic records or with galactic activations. And don't forget, my spirit guide hotline is always available as well. If you've just got one question, one question or 5 questions, that's what it's there for, right? And if you're struggling in a relationship, if you're married and one of the things you want to change is that, then again, I can help you with that too. So take care, have a great week, and I look forward to hearing about the changes that you are implementing. All right, I'll be back next week. Bye for now.